a show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak. You better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and it is cold 29 as you're opening up your front door into a world that you may not want to go.
Welcome to this week.
Yes. Every night we're going to be into the 20s is what we're expecting. Daytime highs 50-ish is what we're going to be expecting.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as you plan your week. My heater's getting warm over here, Odie. I may have to kill it.
It's warm in the studio.
I think I'm in Florida over here.
You seen that long-term forecast from some of these models coming out?
Not true.
No. So
we're
not getting snow in 7 days.
They were putting it next Saturday and Sunday. If I glanced at that right, I mean, there's not even a chance of a sprinkle to cause snow. So we call those two letters that one starts with a B and another one starts with an S. We call no, it ain't gonna happen.
I saw Sunday and Monday, and it was like we might have a freeze, but we're not going to go outside and build a snowman. It would
have to be a drastic change in the forecast somewhere, and I don't see it. Not for here anyway. It may be somewhere up north, but
we're not getting now. Charles, over y'all in Idaho,
snow every day there.
Y'all might have that white stuff.
You know, and it is. I love, and especially when we get pictures from it, it is absolutely gorgeous to see the snow and the animals and the bird. It is a beautiful scenery. I don't know that I could handle the day in, day out travels with that. I guess it's fortunate that we live on dirt roads and dust is our biggest problem. It's beautiful.
I'm not living anywhere I got to go out and
shovel your way
a sidewalk. Of course, down here nobody uses sidewalk, so it shouldn't matter.
We don't really have that many.
Well, we've got some, but they didn't use. Half of it's covered with grass because nobody ever maintained it. And nobody uses it anyway, so why keep them up?
You're right. They're mainly
Walk
in the
down
road.
The street. Yeah.
I can tell you the videos I've got of people in the middle of the street. And that girl saying that it was somebody running from that. That was the other thing. It's some girl in town. I don't, or maybe she's not from here that done a video. And I took a picture not long ago of somebody with a buggy in the middle of the street, and it captured in the way background a police officer on a street corner, and the guy was right in the middle of the street. And she claimed it was somebody running from ICE. They were not. They were just had some copper wire or whatever it was in the buggy going down B Street, and there was nothing more to it than they were causing a traffic incident. Is why I posted the picture. Someone could get hurt that way.
Well, and then
just like on 39.
If you really look at it, what does he have that he could get copper out of? And why is he at a stolen buggy?
Oh, that was
to haul it. So there's two illegal acts.
That is
to begin with.
Yeah.
She's the one that, if I'm not mistaken, she. Yes, we have ICE in Lauderdale County, and as she pointed out in the video,
tell them what the ICE really is, there, Otis.
I have ICE at my office. We normally carry it out to our coolers, 1 5-gallon bucket at a time. But they have their own room. We call it the kitchen.
Ice room.
So there is ICE in Lauderdale County.
We will make a video for her. We just hadn't had time yet for her to see.
Yeah.
She was crying and squalling when she passed by your office.
And she said that I was hiding our Homeland Security communications trailer. Lady, that trailer is 10 feet tall and 48 feet long. You couldn't hide it in a 1,000-acre field.
Matter of fact, we'll take you inside and let you look at it.
Yeah.
It's roomy.
It's huge, and it stands in the back parking lot.
That's
and
right.
It sticks out like a sore thumb because it's got huge hauler that pulls it around.
Like a fire truck.
Yeah.
It is an ex-fire truck.
It is a previously used fire truck that we took the back end off of it, took it out to Ricky Simmons, and they converted it over to a gooseneck hauler. So we have a truck that can pull that heavy communications trailer that, hey, we didn't have to buy anything extra for it, saving taxpayers money.
It's just funny how people can take something that is not the truth and twist it to meet whatever they're after. Y'all truly, down the middle, try to be fair and honest about everything.
But sometimes
you can think any way you want after we tell you what really happened. There it is. Boom.
This is the problem with a lot of the information that gets out there. I don't know if this girl's got any followers, and if she does, I'm so sorry that your education level is at the bottom of the pit as it is.
But you take some people that take a little bit of the truth and twist it to gain popularity.
She is right. We do have eyes. Just what
there are some gullible people in this world, Otis. Some very gullible people.
Yes, it is.
I have never, and I could not identify anything the Grateful Dead ever did, but apparently it was a big group, had a lot of followers. The lead founding member, what's his name, Bob Ware, passed away at 78. So God rest his soul. Again, I don't know anything they done, but I do know that there used to be people lined up that.
James, you said it right 100%. You can't fix stupid. All right, so the groupies that followed the Grateful Dead, come on, y'all help me out. What are they called? Oh, yeah. I think Grateful Dead was really the one who started the full groupie.
What year were they popular? Was this in the 60s or 70s?
60s and 70s.
Okay. Ken Rainey never played one of those, ever.
So Friday, we were thinking of somewhere to go eat. And we went to the Deadheads. That's it, the Deadheads. Thank y'all, everybody. I couldn't think of
y'all know
but Deadheads. I mean, a huge group. Great music. Their music's still the same, unlike another genre we won't talk about.
I have no idea.
Country.
Country's good.
Oh, it just changes.
Well, it's gone now.
Yeah, but anyway, back to that one. We went to a restaurant, and lo and behold, here he comes, Mr. Ken Rainey himself.
Oh, you saw Ken?
And got to talk to him, and he said, "You keeping Scotty Ray straight?" I said, "Of all people in this world, you know more than anybody else. That's impossible." He said, "You're right."
I bumped into him a couple weeks ago. We're going to have Ken on the show. He wanted to know if he could come out and be with us one more. I told him absolutely we'd be honored to have Ken.
Oh man,
I'm telling you, man, I grew up with that man, and taught me most everything that I know about broadcasting. And a legend he is, and we will have him with us one more.
Oh, and a lot of people owe their career to Ken.
Oh, yeah.
What he's done for a lot of people around here. He was the only person that could sell advertising to my dad. And if anybody ever came in, he always told them, says, "Well, I tell you what, do you know who Ken Rainey is?" "Yeah." "Well, you go talk to him, and if he tells me yes, then I'll buy it."
I can see that. Ken was great at what he did.
Oh, man, yeah.
Already 10 minutes into the hour. We got so much more. We're going to talk about the murders that took place in Mississippi. We'll talk about that next, of what we know and what we don't know. There's a lot of left open questions, but we'll talk about that. That's up and coming next here at the Scotty Ray Report. Those LS tractors are rolling in to Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 in Sicalina. Keith and the gang will have a LS tractor that fits your needs, from a professional end of it, or maybe it's just deer plots that you need a tractor for. Starting at a 26 horsepower, 40 horsepower, or even larger. Don't forget to ask about that 0% financing as well. Parts, a new tractor, or a tall tale. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. Call them at 626-8759. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rock House Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rock House Gun and Pawn. The Scotty Ray Report Studio is sponsored by Environment Masters, providing hassle-free heating and cooling, plumbing, and electrical services since 1957, and now serving Meridian homeowners.
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
Oh, I was over here looking to see if I knew anything, and I Googled it, and I threw up Grateful Dead songs there.
If you played them,
Touch of Grey.
you would know some of them.
This came right after Mad Dog 2020, Ripple.
Yeah, Fred Sanford, he used to drink some of that
Sugar Free.
Sham Pimple.
Uncle John's band. I honestly, and I know that the group was big, don't get me wrong. It just wasn't anything that I knew there. That's a few of the songs there. If you see anything you recognize, Franklin's Tower, Trunked. Okay, well, there you go. There, Grateful Dead there.
We were talking, you ended the last show, and then we started this show here talking a little bit about weather and the temperatures and everything. And you just saw our studio sponsor in their ad for Environment Masters.
Right.
And one thing that they've got going on right now is if you call and ask for the Scotty Ray Report tune-up, they've got a special deal to go out and check your unit. Now they
make sure everything's working properly.
Make sure everything, because we're going to need it this week, and you don't want to be caught without any kind of heat in your home. But electrical, plumbing, HVAC, they've been doing this since 1957. They know what they're doing. Call them. Tell them you want the Scotty Ray Report tune-up special, and they'll be at your door within 24. So
There
give
you
them a
go.
call.
Save a little money there.
Yeah.
Odie, this picture, he looks a little older than 24, the guy down in the bottom left there.
Yeah.
That is the picture that has been put out from West Point, Mississippi. And to summarize all this, we'll just, they got a call, this was late Friday night, that an incident had happened in West Point, Mississippi, in Clarke County. It was the sheriff's department that responded to this. It would end up being 4 locations. There were 3 death scenes, and then where they actually caught the guy. They would respond to one and find his father, his brother, and I believe his uncle.
A nephew or an uncle at that one.
Deceased. Right. They would go to another location and find a little 7-year-old girl that had been murdered. They would then go to the next location where it was 2 brothers. One could be a pastor, I'm not real sure, but it was 2 brothers that were murdered there. From the original scene, he stole his brother's truck, went to the next scene, held a gun on someone, tried to sexually assault them, and then turned the gun on the 7-year-old. Then placed, and this is where they're unsure, they're doing research, placed the gun on another child, and it either misfired or he changed his mind at the last second and didn't take the life of that child. Now, that place, it wasn't like they were alone. It was full of children and a mother. And he killed one child out of that, and then would go on and go kill the 2 brothers. And then at an intersection, he was surrounded and gave up without incident. 24-year-old, and let me see if I can pronounce his first name right there. Derica Moore? Derica Moore is who it is.
Derica or Derica, one of them.
His brother was 33. His father was like 67 and 60-something on the other guy. And it's just uncalled for. And they have no idea what the motive is of what he had to have been mad at one of them. That's the only thing that makes sense. We don't know that on paper, but one would go on to assume it was a family issue that he snapped over and went and took all their lives. This is something deadly for the state of Mississippi to have.
Oh, man. It completely.
What could a child? And the sheriff went off on that. What could a child do to have deserved this? He did that to be doing it. Is what that is. Death penalty is most likely going to be sought in this case, is what the sheriff said.
All right. So let's talk about this. The death penalty. Is it really a death penalty? Because if he is found guilty, we don't know, he hasn't gone to court. If he is found guilty and he's given the death penalty, how long is it going to take for that to be carried out?
Somewhere between 20 to 30 years.
If not longer.
Yeah, I talked this morning about the guy that is going to be executed in Florida on February 11th. He did the crime in roughly 1990 where him and his brother took the life of a salesman, a traveling salesman, and it has taken this long to get there. Again, we don't want anybody innocent. We have had, if there's not 100% proof, and what I mean by that is if it's just word and no evidence, like have you seen this to where there's a lot of people being set free out of jail because of testimony about the shaken baby syndrome?
Yeah.
To where their analyst was wrong. No one saw them do it. They were just accused. And it ended up being something else, and there's a lot of people getting out of jail now. That's a crime that doesn't have an actual witness to me. Am I right on that?
That is correct. And you've got some people who want to judge and say, no, this was 100% shaken baby. That's all there was to it. They don't want to listen to the defense. Now, I'm with you. It's got to be 100%.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Not just a little bit of a...
You go back and you think about my cousin Vinny. There was not 100%. It was a car that looked like it.
Yeah, it was mint green.
Yeah.
And there wasn't many. We understand that. But when it is beyond a shadow of a doubt, and it's supposed to be beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're found guilty.
But
it's got to be, we know, and we can solidly prove it. But to have someone sit in jail for 30, 40 years.
That's a long time.
It's sad.
Now, again, the system we got is the best we've got right now, but it does need some adjustment there.
Yeah.
I went out to the airport yesterday because there was a plane in distress, some 25 miles, and you have to put yourself. If you've ever been in an airplane, you'll know that feeling. If you were flying along, everything looks great, and then somebody goes, "Okay, engine's just cut off." It's 25 miles to the airport. That would not be a good feeling. Now, don't get me wrong, 25, and I don't know whether it was 25 miles by air or 25 miles by ground. I assume air miles.
Well, 25 miles
in the
as
air.
a crow flies.
Yeah.
So as a plane flies. So, and depending on the height, now they were pretty high, so they were able to bring it down. It could come right on in and glide to it.
Here's the plane right here, and I edited this down because I filmed lots of it here. This is the plane coming into the runway. Let me hit play here. There it is, just about to touch down, and she does, and then it kind of taxis up, and the fire truck is going to meet it right here in the middle. It was a large-scale response from the fire department, from Meridian, also out of not NAS Meridian, but from the government.
From the airport, from Meridian Airport.
Yeah,
Authority.
Sonny Montgomery, all of that.
Yeah.
So everything was safe, nothing happened, and everybody was disregarded in the end. But that was one of those where I thought, well, maybe this could be very, very bad. But it turned out well, and we're grateful that no injuries were reported and everybody landed safely, and everything is back to normal. Now, let's go 90 miles due west of here, Odie, for a situation that's occurring. And you'll notice that we've got a Jackson fire truck. The Jewish synagogue was burned over the weekend. It was arson.
Ooh.
Now, the Jackson Police Department aren't telling us anything about the suspect, only that one person is in custody. They have not released name, race, religion, nothing to do with it. The mayor did release a statement that it would not be tolerated for anybody to do something harmful to someone else over basically race, religion, or anything. But it was burned, and there is video evidence from what I'm of them doing it that was caught on the cloud.
You know, I don't mind, and they don't have to tell us a name or anything, and I don't mind them keeping race, religion, all that, because I think we push too much into that. Well, it was a white guy, or it was a black guy, or it was a Muslim, or it was this, or it was that. Who cares? The fact is, someone purposely set that. I don't care race, creed, color, none of that. None of that should be relevant. It should be this particular person, whoever, and did something wrong.
And it'll eventually come out.
And it'll come out. But why everybody wants to make a big deal out of it? I mean, I'm not saying you do, but this comes out of over the last 10 years that has made mainstream media one thing that they pushed out. Let's go back to where one of these three-letter companies even took a 911 recording and deleted it and made it sound like something else was totally said. And because it was race. And it has nothing to do with it.
You know, on 90% of what we do, we rarely put race unless someone is looking for someone. You can't say there's a person that the police are chasing and not say it's a white male, it's a black male. It is someone of another culture.
Well, that's the identifying.
You've got to do that so people know who it is.
Yeah.
Now, when you show their picture, when they're brought to jail, you can see. It's just point blank. As someone pointed out, that place was 160 years old. Cynthia, thank you. What a shame. And why, we don't know. I had somebody go, what's going on up here at Wally World?
Ooh.
And as you'll notice, there's a large presence. That's Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. And then we made an arrest there before long. Had a warrant out of another county, Odie. And when that background check is run, it kind of discovers what you got.
Yeah.
You can't be hiding.
You don't get on a cruise ship because they do a background check, and if you're...
Oh, they do a background check on them?
Yes, sir, Bob. And if you get on there and you're wanted, you will have someone come visit you.
I did not know that.
Yes, sir. You may make the cruise. But when you get back, they'll be there waiting on you.
Do they do the camera scan of your face? Is that how that's done?
That's done too. But I mean, they got your ID. You have to tell them who you are before you go, and then all your documents, your driver's license or your passport and all that's got to be checked. So you can't put in a fake name and hope you squeeze by. They're going to get you. And then to check in, you walk up, take a hat and glasses off, and please come in, Mr. Barrett.
I've never been on one. I didn't know all that.
Yeah, so you, because they identify you without everything. So you check in by face recognition.
Man, I'm learning something every day about all this. I did not know that's the way that's done. Yep. There are a lot of places that you enter that you're probably not aware of that do that. And it's for your safety. Right?
Yep, that's exactly it. Because you want to make sure people who are wanted for some reason is not on there. Hey, keep up with us. That's good.
All right, don't forget to get your birthdays, anniversaries to us. We'll be doing those in just...
We got a list already growing. We had a full time.
Yeah, I got a couple to add to your list that were sent in before the show started, but make sure to get yours. We'll go over those in just a little bit. We'll get this morning underway.
Okay, so can we go over this just one more time? So when we buy a brand new air conditioner,
Environment Masters gives you the furnace for free.
But the catch is...
There's no catch, just free.
It's got to be like a cheap one, right?
No. And you get to choose between Lennox or Trane.
And all we have to do is buy a new air conditioner?
And Environment Masters gives you the furnace for free.
Can we go over this one more time?
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. With professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as your build-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slide bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Welcome back. Brian's headed off to Salt Lake.
Yeah, I wonder if they got a dog he got to pick up.
Never know. Brian McCary, y'all be
safe
careful
out there, yes.
Enjoy yourself. It's always good to get a little
You
vacation.
going by land or air? Yeah.
That's a good ways off, isn't it?
Woo, if you're going to drive, that's all the way up yonder. Utah, a long way.
All right, then. Let's see here. As I was looking at this, they've got a comic book, and this was one of the first Superman ones. Nicolas Cage has done a lot in his life. He had a lot of money, lost all of his money, and had to start taking B-roll movies just to get by because he had no choice. But this was stolen from his house at one point, and it just sold at auction. I assume he got it back. But it sold for $115 million.
Wow.
Sold for, I think it was 10 cents in 1938. Yeah.
Wow. $15 million. Why didn't I
don't
keep
know of anything
mine?
that I would want to own. Well, they're just in a different tax bracket than we are. We just don't know.
You're right.
I guess if you could afford it, you go for it, and more power to them. But
what was old boy that got whooped in this latest boxing match?
He got a lot for getting whooped, didn't he?
Yeah, that Jake Paul, isn't that who it was? Mm-hmm. His brother, he's a wrestler and something else. Well, he had you know who Pokemon is, or what Pokemon is? Have you heard that stuff?
It's a character, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a Japanimation type character thing, and you went around looking for. I don't know, but he had a playing card that was a Pokemon, and it was rare, and that dude was like $7 million. It's up for auction
for a card.
For a card, he wore it around his neck.
Well, I probably would have too, Odie, at that kind of price. 7. I don't.
No, I'd have took it somewhere and put that dude up. I ain't wearing that around my neck. People kill you for some Nike shoes. What you think they gonna do for a Pokemon card?
Pokemon.
Yeah.
That scared me there, Odie. I didn't understand.
I didn't either. I was like, wow.
So yeah, I would have, and I guess it's whatever you invest in, whether it's your savings account, old cars. Good luck to you all.
I'm in Pepe coins.
What would you do with a Pokemon card?
Save it and trade it, and hope that you get one that was rare that people would want to buy it. It's crazy. My daughter told me her and her husband would drive to the coast to play Pokemon.
What do you mean play it?
So there was an app, and you had to go around town and stuff and find and capture Pokemon. And it was a game that you could only find on your phone.
Okay.
Pokemon! You got to go up there and I guess capture him. I'm not sure exactly.
As you can tell, neither one of us will be participating in this game coming up at the Olympics. It's just
people played Pokemon all around Meridian. We're being told.
Really?
All right. Well, when you gonna start shipping Scotty Ray report shirts?
Well, I guess we could actually do that. I hadn't put it on the website, but
it's just a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get with you on that. We'll figure out on that. It's the shipping, and I didn't want to scare anybody because what is it, $7-9 it costs to ship a shirt these days?
That coin right there that we've got that we're selling. So that's $20 for the coin, and it ships for about $7.55 for a coin. That's great because we ship it in a padded. We don't just stick it in an envelope. It's got to be a padded envelope, and then it goes from being considered an envelope to a package. You remember when we used to have if it ships, it fits for $5?
Yeah, don't.
No, we don't have that no more because that would be a way to draw in business. But,
wow.
yeah.
I was looking, and of course we don't talk about it a lot, but we do have the Scotty Ray app that you can go to, and it carries all the news stories. I got one thing that's still got to be fixed on that, and I was looking to see if anything is available. And if you don't have the app, do so. It's always a great backup to get information in case something were to happen, and you need to find out what's going on. But that's it there. It's got a little bit of it. And I got my glasses on, so I can't see what all it says, but that's what she looks like. Y'all just don't know. If you're watching it hasn't hit you yet, one day you will wake up and the night before things are going to be fine. You'll wake up one day and you can't see your finger in front of you. It's just like that. So be leery of that.
Get with me if you know how to ship that thing for $5. I'd like to know.
I bet you would.
So
but benefiting y'all as well.
Yeah. We don't want to charge y'all anymore because we're not able to eat the cost of the shipping.
Yeah.
So
definitely wouldn't have any profit there to turn around and do anything with it.
Not
late, well, it wasn't really late last night. Somewhere around 8-ish. I'm trying to remember when I left the house. Went out this. We had an incident in Russell, right in front of Russell Christian Academy, and this is what we would find, Otis, when we got there. This would take out the power pole. This is your railroad box.
Oh.
This is the box that supplies power to that. Now, inside, there's battery backup in case something happens to that, which it did. But they called the trains and stopped it. And let's take a look at what was going on last night. As we take a look, that car's, well, it's got problems.
Yeah.
That was a flashlight in the left side. I was trying to hold it to make sure we could see good.
You mean your hand-controlled sun?
Yes. Didn't it brighten up things? Y'all, that is the brightest flashlight you will find anywhere.
I got one, and it went down there to Al's Garden and Gifts. He's got it right there on the shelf. Tell him you want the Scotty Ray flashlight.
But it brings nighttime into daytime. It really, really works there. But that's what was going on in Russell with all the fire trucks and engines last night. One person was transported to the hospital. I don't think life-threatening or anything like that, but banged up and went to be checked out. So that's what the situation was there last night. Let's see what else we had going on.
Michelle, we're working on Venmo. We do have Cash App for anybody that just wants to make a donation. We are 501 C3. But yeah, it's $Limasar, Lemasar on Cash App. So go in there, and of course where you put note, put your name, address, all that, and we will mail a letter to you saying, hey, you donated so much to the Lima dive team, and for $20 plus shipping and handling, we can get you a beautiful coin as a commemorative
I know nothing
keepsake.
about Cash App stuff. Zero.
Venmo's coming and PayPal's coming.
There you go.
So hang in there tight.
As we go out Interstate 20, mile marker 167ish, we had an incident. I think you were there also, out to where a car left the roadway. And here's what's left of that car. Look at this, Odie.
Yeah, I mean, he was okay. He was sore. I got there a little late, but he hydroplaned and went off the side. And then that wet grass, it just no way to stop. But glad he's doing good.
Now, there was a Friday night, and let me explain why I didn't go, because I felt it was not safe. There was a wreck on the interstate. Mile marker 124, this would be right over 124, 125, right at Lost Gap. We had a wreck on the westbound side going to Jackson. As the Mississippi Highway Patrol arrived there, 2 more wrecks would happen on the eastbound side in the exact same space. So there was cars going everywhere. They had no lights, and the road was very slick. The fire department did get there in the end. They were called to come out to help with traffic control, but it was a very dangerous situation. And when it's danger like that, I'll just put out, this is what's happening. It just wasn't a safe place to be because so many people were running off the roads there. But that was right around Lost Gap. We had 3 vehicles involved into the median and into the woodlines they were going. Rain was awful.
It was.
So that's what was going on there. Now, we had another incident early in the morning hours, before daylight, Saturday morning, as soon as those tornado, and we'll talk about that in a minute, the tornado activity that was going on. We go here, Odie. We had an 18-wheeler that overturned. If you'll look at this, let's take a look here. Let me back this up where everybody can see this. This is mile marker 158 is where this is. As we look at this as it comes across here, this 18-wheeler turned over right there, went off into the grass and flipped. At some point, the Meridian Police Department got to the scene, and when I say some point, what I'm talking about is another truck broke down, causing traffic then to even further get backed up. So that's when a group of them got together and they pushed the truck out of the roadway so traffic could have that left lane. At that point, it was backed up. Then comes the bad news. We had a patrol car there with the lights on. Someone would come along and take out the back end of that police car, which then shut I-20 down for quite some time until they could get records there to get everything. And so we talk about what I just said, it wasn't safe a while ago. You have secondary wrecks that you have to be very cautious with. And you'll see sometimes a fire truck half a mile from an accident, depending on if there's a hill, to start slowing people down.
That curve or anything, it gets scary out there.
Because if a car, and this was wet, making cars slide, and you couldn't just stop quickly.
And bear with us, because we want at least one lane open worse than y'all do as the driver. We want y'all to get clear of that and get moving, because it's safer on us.
Of course, Simmons was there on the situation there, and that's that 18-wheeler there. And then, again, we ended up losing a police car and then another car that was tore up in that. No major injuries, anything like that. But even the truck driver that flipped out, he was fine. He was just wet and off into the bushes that he went.
Man, that's tough. And if, Larry, that flashlight is a Nebo.
Yes.
Now, they're not like your 99-cent 2C battery flashlight. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. You can get what you pay for.
Correct. And you can cook biscuits off of this, because after you use it, it is the warmest thing I've ever if it's cold, it's going to warm you up.
Oh, yeah, just stick it in your jacket. You'll be good. Might be burnt, but you'll be good.
the end of that thing is very, very warm. But
you plug it up, charge it. You don't have to change batteries. Yeah. You charge it right there from your vehicle.
And it's got this thingamabob on the end of it where you can turn and make your field of vision wider or small. It's neat.
Yeah, Nebo. Go get you one. They are awesome, but they're going to set you back a couple $100.
Yeah. But again, as Odie pointed out, it's what you pay for, and I feel like as much as I'm out at night, well worth it.
Well, yeah, when you got the sun in your pocket, the moon went down last time you brought it out. 239, like, Chris said. Yeah.
Angie, I came home and I said, Angie, I need this. Please order me this. And
she didn't tell you how much she paid.
You know, she contacted Al, and the rest was history, and that's all I knew. I don't know nothing.
Oh, man.
We were the other night eating about something, and money was. I have no clue. I work.
She pays the bills, huh?
I go, and I have no clue. I have no clue where I get shirts. They just magically appear in my closet, and I wear them. And I know that sounds bad, but bless it, I depend upon her for a lot of things there, and I'm sure that other people do too.
You better not make her mad, because if she leaves, you'll be messed up.
Oh, I would be. I wouldn't know where to go. And I have to be sometimes continuously reminded of where I'm supposed to be. It's the darndest thing of so many things going. To try to wrap your head around what I do for a living. God bless it. I love what I do. I wouldn't trade what I do for anything. But a lot of times, 5, 6, 7 things can happen at one time. And then you've got to make the decision, okay, what's the bigger issue? Where should I go? And now I could have been headed to something that was just a community get-together of some sort, a ribbon cutting or something like that, and I'm sitting at the red light, and something big happens, and you take that left-hand turn, and you forget all about XYZ that you were really going to.
Yeah.
And so she calls and lets me know if you need to turn truck said way, go yonder way, young man. It's easy to forget sometimes.
You had to learn your way around Lauderdale County pretty quick, didn't you?
And there's, believe it or not, Odie, there are still streets that I'm told I'm going, I ain't never heard of that.
Where's that at? Where'd that be?
Yeah, so and a lot of times it'll sound like it's a street in another county. You're like, no, that's in Clarke, no, that's in Neshoba. And sure enough, we got one here in Lauderdale County that you'll run into. Always a new road out in the southeast area near the state line. It's like, I ain't never heard of that.
I ain't never been down that road before.
And then off we go there. But and we'll talk about the tornado. The warnings that we have. We're going to talk about that next. Don't rush off. We'll tell you all about that next.
Welcome to Parker's Wholesale, located on I-59 South at Exit 80. Easy to find. Huge building. They're loaded up with toys, all your seasonal items. It's clean, it's neat, it's easy to shop. They got gloves, they got bolts of material for the people that want to redo stuff. They got plumbing, electrical, hunting items, fishing items, everything for all your needs. Go by and see them. Parker's Wholesale.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
That was kind of funny, Bob.
Yeah, turned on my Nebo and 3 airplanes tried to land.
If you don't have one, try it. And borrow one from somebody at dark. Just see how well you like it.
Yeah.
Well worth the money there. And Teresa was talking about she delivered flowers in the Meridian area.
I bet you do have some stories.
I bet she does too. It's always something you stare at and you go, did I just see that?
There's only 2 reasons you get flowers. One, because you love them, or one, because you're begging for
forgiveness. Well, then there's the third. But they're taken directly to the funeral. There you go.
Yeah.
And that can either mean for a wedding or for a funeral.
Yeah, that's it.
As we talked early, and I'll have to apologize until that coffee hit. I got up, I don't know, I guess it was about 3 Saturday morning when the storm started to get bad. And we had our first watch put out. Tornado watch was put out for Mississippi and Alabama, and then it was within 3 minutes we got a severe thunderstorm warning. And the next thing you know, down in Smith County, in those areas, we got our first tornado warning. And as usual, what happens in Smith, it would go on into Jasper and then on into Clarke County and then eventually into Lauderdale County. This is kind of where it all started out. We did have, and I pull this map up. If you ever watch me do weather, and we did have a little bit of damage down here. This is Pachuta. This is southern Clarke County, Shibuya, DeSoto here. If you ever see those swirlies come on the radar and it starts talking about there's wind, sheer winds in the air of whether it's 60, 70, 80, or 90, it could drop down and do damage immediately. And that's what we saw down in Clarke County. Now, it wasn't drastic, but you look at this video here. Let's pull this up, Odie. Here, you see these trees? I'm going to hit play, but these trees are topped, and it's from wind that come through there. Look at that. You got some pine tree damage. Now, is that a tornado, or is it just, look how far that goes.
Well, you look at the way the trees are laying. If they're all facing the same direction, they've all went the same way, then you've got a microburst that's just straight line winds in one area. When your trees are laying in different areas, you have rotation. Now, a tornado, to be called a tornado, it has to have actual contact with the ground. If it's 4 foot off the ground, 100 foot off the ground, it's a funnel cloud. It's still dangerous. It still has the wind shear, the high winds. It can still knock down trees, houses, any of that. But to be a tornado, it has to be on the ground itself. But your pine trees, their roots go real deep, so you don't typically see that whole tree.
Oak
your
trees
hardwoods, your roots go out, not down, so they go over. But those high winds make that tree bend over, and when the wind stops for a second, when that tree snaps back up, that's where you get a lot of your pine tops falling. It's not from the wind blowing it down, it's from the wind stopping and that tree standing back up real quick.
Now, we did have some damage to a roof and to a barn on County Road 291 in Clarke County. And that could just be wind. They haven't rated it, but the National Weather Service did see some things in Jasper County and back into Smith County as we look back upon that. Could have been a lot worse. We should probably hear some more from the National Weather Service. This was the big concern on Saturday after it all cleared, was debris in the road. This was on Clarke County Road 280. It was blocked there. And who you gonna call? It's those volunteer firemen that jump up and go clear the roadways for everybody to get to work. Now, it was some severe weather. That's our first case that we've had in quite a while of tornado warnings.
Mm-hmm. Now, we take rotation. Even if it's 1,000 feet, we take that serious. We want people to know that we've got rotation, because that rotation could come down to the ground, become a funnel cloud, a tornado, and make some damage. And because a majority, I'm not going to say them all because it happens at all times, but a majority happen at night or during a rainstorm and you can't see. So we want everybody to know what's going on from the start. And we're getting a report that tornado was confirmed as an EF1.
Yeah, that's and EF1 goes up to how many miles? Do you know from the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head.
I want to say it's like
79 to
like 110. Is that about something
like that? Let's see if we can pull that up.
I was looking to see if the. All right, here's what we got from the National Weather Service, Odie, as we look at this. Right there, that was it. As we look at this, EF1 tornado confirmed Lawrence County. 6 tornadoes in the area is what they're doing there, which they've confirmed.
So EF0 was 65 to 85. EF1, 86 to 110.
Yeah.
EF2, a 111 to a 135. EF3, 136 to 165, 166 to 200 as a EF4, and over 200 as a EF5. Now, in years past, a EF1 to EF2 could sneak in on us, and we could not see that because it was below radar. EF3, the storm itself was still below radar, but it was strong enough that the debris would be flung high enough in the air to see the debris pile. And sometimes the EF2, you could see a debris signature off of it. But now with Climavision and a partner that they've got with National Weather Service, they can see this a whole lot more than what we could in years past. So that's great.
As you look at this map, this was it taking a northeasterly path, and again, this would eventually come into Lauderdale County. But right in there is where we were down here in Clarke County just a moment ago looking at all of that, and that's where that damage was, right here in these county roads there. And again, we're fortunate that it is not worse than it was, because it was blowing and it was hard, and it was one thing after another, snip, 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 snip. We'll get that posted here in just a little while as we look at all of this. There's another view of it in Clarke County there, as the National Weather's put that there.
I tell you, as soon as it's safe, National Weather Service Jackson, they are on scene, looking, surveying, tracking, making sure that they've been able to look everywhere this storm went. and they work extremely hard to lay out that path and see where that path is, and be able to scale it, just make sure it was a tornado. So for all men and women at the National Weather Service there in Jackson, not just Jackson, but they serve our area all over, but National Weather Service Jackson, thank y'all for what y'all do, and getting over here pretty quick and when it's safe, and get that done soon.
All right, we'll be right back. We got more to tell you.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Welcome back.
Karen, yes, that's the Climavision radar. We do have a radar in Marion. It's on top of the water tower. It does about 60-mile radius in all directions. That radar gives us radar information from ground level up to 5,000 feet, and then we're still blank from 5,000 to 7,000. We still have no radar, but then National Weather Service from there up. So we can see, we don't have that blind spot that we used to. That particular radar is not available yet to the public, but it is, we do have a link at our office, and then National Weather Service has access to that particular radar.
All right, as we were having these tornado warnings, a fire alarm went off in downtown Marion. This would be directly in front of the post office, and it was a booger bear, as flames were seen coming through the roof. Even Michael Ted joined in to help out Marion, and eventually Meridian Fire Department came out to assist with this. We had Russell, we had Marion Volunteer Fire Department, then Meridian came to help there. The second floor of the home was heavily damaged. It was struck by lightning, is what we're being told, during this storm, and caused the fire. You just don't think of that causing a fire in a home during a storm, but lightning can strike one. And I'd have to have Alan in here with us to talk about how to lightning proof your home. I don't know if you put a rod.
You got a lightning rod that's grounded to give that lightning bolt somewhere to go besides hitting your house. Your weatherhead that comes off where your power comes in, that could take a lightning strike. It's grounded, but have ways. You don't want to have a bunch of metal sticking up above your roof that's not grounded at all.
Not the place to be sitting.
No. And you don't want one of those roosters that tell you what direction the wind's going just sitting up on top of your house.
Let it be plastic.
That's right.
We go to Newton County, and I had a message this morning, and I sent back, and I'm not sure, I hadn't had a chance to look at to see if this is the right home or not. But a home was totally destroyed in Newton County near Conahatta. This would be on White Springs Road. But I had somebody send me sizes, and I sent back and I said, where was this fire before we post? I want to make sure we have all the right information. But this is just sad here. This home is totally destroyed. Nothing left there. Firefighters arrived, and they'd done absolutely everything they could to save it, and it was just not possible. We do appreciate all of those. Sebastopol came out and helped out with this as well. So many of you did, and we hate. Here's a different view of that. As you can see, there's just nothing left.
No.
So hopefully the person that sent me that will send me back and verify that it was this home and where to take clothes to.
Yeah.
Always need a little help.
That particular one also said it is the White Plains Road.
So yeah. My oh my. It breaks my heart for someone to lose their home in such a tragedy. And as always, if something happens in the community, always let us know so we can put out information so neighbor can help neighbor.
Yeah, that's what we do down in the South.
We see that we got some ball practice getting ready to start as we go out to Decatur. Tryouts for the 12U Decatur's Disciples is coming up. That's going to be the 24th, Odie, 11 o'clock.
There we go. If you're not going to be 13 before May 1st, you can try out. They're not going to do any out-of-pocket expense. Unheard of for a travel ball team. Fundraisers cover everything. Saturday tournaments only, but you need to be a competitive player. If you're one of those that love baseball, you're good at it, and you're competitive, go out there and take part in this.
No, we don't have any. There's no car shows or anything that I'm missing during the month of January, is it?
Hadn't heard of one.
Okay, it's usually Marchish. Now the next big event
when it warms up just a little bit.
February 7th. We'll have a float and we'll get ready to hit Meridian as the Mardi Gras parade is coming to Meridian. It's going to be February the 7th. I don't know the exact time. I'll have to go back and find that from the top of my head. But February 7th, and that is a load of fun. And I verified this yesterday. It will take the regular short route instead of starting at the government complex. It will be the downtown area.
Yeah, because it's not as a big of an event yet. We hope, but I think that's great. And your dogs can be in the crew of Barkus.
That's right.
Are you taking yours?
I don't know if Ellie would want to do that. I'll have to discuss this with Ellie. I tell you, them two are the most jealous two I've ever seen.
Oh, man.
You got Sophie, who was here before Ellie, and she don't like the other one to be petted, and this one don't like this, and never, ever tell one that she's pretty and where the other one can hear it. It's like saying you're a pretty girl.
We're going to have to try
I get eyeballed
for Bert and put Bert in this thing. Bert would, I think he'll be all right.
But it is as cute as it can be of the people that take the time to dress up their pets and come down, and it's a hoot. It really, really is. If you hadn't, we go to over to Sheriff Randy Atkins, Leake County, as they dropped by the Trend Health and Rehab of Carthage there to see everybody. A big thank you to them dropping by and saying hello to everybody. The deputies joined them there during the Law Enforcement Day.
Yeah.
I want to say I even saw some gifts that were brought to Lauderdale County and some gifts that were brought to the Clarke County Sheriff's Department. Yeah. I hadn't heard if Eric got any treats there. I have to ask him about that. Jody, did you get any treats?
I'm sure Jody did. And we're talking about Clarke County. I want to say prayers go out to Nick Kramer's family. I knew Nick. His brother was preacher at our church quite a few years back, and prayers for his wife Lisa. He passed away Friday. Nick was the county attorney for Clarke County, and I guess he was still active. Anthony, if you're watching, let me know on that. But everybody for the Kramer family, prayers go out to them, especially his wife Lisa. Definitely good people.
I had the opportunity. I ran in for a minute. I had to go hear the livestock band for a minute this weekend. We dropped by Don P's, and it was a fun time all there. So if you hadn't heard the livestock band, look for them. They've played several times at the Full Moon in downtown Meridian. We'll be having one of those in March-ish.
March or April is when that comes along.
We'll find out Friday from Julia when that is, but always some great entertainment. We'll see who her first act is, if she done good, if it's pre-approved by us.
And we ought to be getting pretty close to the alley. I think a lot of the main underground work is done. Now they've got to go in and pave all that stuff. So, yes, Nick was still the county attorney on that. Thank you, Anthony. So hopefully it won't be that much longer. They'll get all that stuff done and be able to hang some lights and all that there for the alleyway beside Weidman's.
All right, we got some pups that that we got some missing here. Several of these, and let's bring these up here. Here we go. These 2 pups were lost off near Lamar off Lindley Road. If you've seen them, let's show their pictures a little bit there. You can't hardly miss them. They stick out. Cute fellas there. If you happen to see them, enjoying the warmth of a nice house there. Again, it's going to be over near Meridian. And this is going to be in Newton County, this little fella here. He's cute as a button, too. Sullivan. He is missing from the Cammy Creek Road in Conahatta area. If you happen to see him, inbox us, put a comment in there. They'd love to get that little fella back home.
That's pretty good, and it does match that dog, Sullivan.
Now we also go back to Newton County. This little fella up against a brick wall, he's a heart stopper there. As we go here, this has been missing since Monday around East Central Community College there in Newton County Elementary. Tuesday, Gizmo and Rex. If you happen to see them,
Gizmo.
And who knows what spooked them, what they ran off.
Yeah.
Could have been a girlfriend in the neighborhood that somebody spotted and off they went. You never know.
Where's he going?
Well, he was trying to find out why the chicken crossed the road. I spoke to him, but they got him back in the pasture pretty quick there.
He said, wait a minute, why did that chicken do it? Let's go see.
That's exactly what he done. We'll be right back with birthdays next. Don't rush off.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
For over 40 years, you've been able to count on Watt Equipment in DeKalb, Mississippi. They've got your Massey Ferguson's brand new 23 up to 135 horse cab and air tractors. They've got all your hay equipment needs, all your bush hogs. If your tractor needs it, they got it. Also remember, they service all makes and models, whether it's green, orange, blue, red, or yellow. They can get your parts in, they can do your service on your equipment. Don't forget Watt Equipment, DeKalb, Mississippi.
We got a bulletin from Clarke County.
Breaking news, what is it?
We got somebody being lazy under a blanket, not wanting to get up.
On the couch.
On the couch. Her name is Mallory. And the neighbors are urging, please, this time, put makeup on before going to the front store. Mm-hmm. You know, you open that door and 12 neighbors get scared. Mallory, for heaven's sake, put a little bit on.
It's time to get up and go to work.
What we're trying,
it's cold
if we
outside.
break it down this way, we're asking you not to be a Shirley.
I'm going to go get some coffee.
Of all of the strangest things, and you know, of course, we have people that watch from Pennsylvania. We go to Philadelphia, PA for this next story, and I don't quite get it. But the police were making rounds, and there was an abandoned car, Odie, at a cemetery. Police broke out that flashlight. In the back seat, there were human remains from the cemetery. So it had a tag number, and it was abandoned. Nobody was there. And they went to the home to where the tag was registered, and they found what looks to be somewhere around 100 pieces or so of things taken from cemeteries. Grave robbers is basically...
So, I mean, as far as...
They didn't just take the jewelry, they took...
And Wow.
What kind of sicko does that?
Wow. Oh.
I know. I just, that gives me the willies to even talk about that.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they made an arrest on that. After they got past the body parts there, I just quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let that be, so to speak.
That's wow.
That's as pretty low as you can go. Is what we're saying there.
But you know, that's obvious. Someone needs help. I mean,
and I don't want to be the
really
one to give them the help either.
And no, because there's people who went to school to get that help.
Yeah.
But there's places for them to go until they can get straight. And boy, that's a whole nother.
You never get straight from that. I'm just going to be honest.
There's a
in my
whole other
opinion.
place they can go live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And have a quality of life that they deserve, and not having to deal with the demons that they're dealing with out in the real world. I mean, sometimes I know it's not like it used to be, electrotherapy, shock, and all that stuff, but could you imagine if you're on the right regimen of medication? I mean, you at least have somewhat better living experience somewhere than you do fighting demons constantly. Man, that's got to be tough.
We also see where Mattel, and this is neat for kids, they're adding a autistic Barbie doll to the lineup there for children to be able to relate to. So a Barbie doll has come out. And again, they've got several different Barbies that fit this. Avatar's still running the box office smash hit #1 after 4 weeks. If you're into that, I hear it's good, but just not my type of movie there.
Not really. I'll wait until it comes out on TV and I might watch it.
Let's see here. My friend's ex-husband met his girlfriend in a cemetery.
Well, did they go together, or did it walk up and say, "Hey, you come here often"?
Who knows the backstory there?
Exactly.
Oh, good luck with all that. We got any birthdays, Odie?
Oh, yeah, we do. Talk about it. Let's go back to Clarke County.
Who's having a birthday?
Because yesterday, the High Sheriff Todd Kemp.
What's Todd doing?
He turned 62.
You're kidding. And we didn't get invited for cake?
No. And you know he got his Medicard in the mail at least 30 days ago.
I ain't believing it.
But hadn't heard nothing. So, Todd, happy birthday. Lee Ezel had a birthday Saturday along with Gray Wolf, Scott Gray. Mark Covington had birthdays on Saturday. Yesterday was Debbie Tomerlin, Deanne Richardson, Wesley Spears. He's a fireman with Meridian Fire Department. And so let's say an extra prayer for him and his family. His wife, Lori, has just started treatment for cancer.
Oh, bless him.
And I think that they've got a little GoFundMe to help out. Wesley working his tail off, 2 on, 2 off there with Meridian Fire Department. And he's also a painter. So he stays pretty busy, and definitely need prayers for his wife, him and Lori both during this time. Rachel Reeves got a birthday today. And here's a good one. Dr. Alan Brown himself has got a birthday today. Bobby Ingram, happy birthday. Saw him at church yesterday. Ethan Bird. Mike Culpepper's got a birthday today. Mr. Culpepper, happy birthday. Known him for a long time. Went to school with his daughter, but that's a good fella right there. I always did like Mr. Culpepper. Logan Watts turned 17. Patty McKee, Jasmine James, and Hannah Grace Wilkerson turned 13 yesterday. So happy birthday to everybody.
You'll probably see a bunch of pictures today scattered out. Apparently the Golden Globes appeared over the weekend. It's not my forte to watch those award shows, but Hollywood was patting themselves on the back. And you'll probably see the best, worst dress, who won what, and all that kind of stuff going on this week. And who got best picture? Hamnet. Never heard of it. Have you?
Hamlet? Wasn't that a
No, it's
Shakespeare?
H-A-M-N-E-T. Hamnet.
Hamnet.
Never heard of that movie there. Let's see here.
No.
Oh, yeah, that must have been a big movie. A bunch of them won some stuff out of it there.
Yeah, that means it wasn't worth it.
Here's something that best TV drama. Never heard of it. Something called The Pit. It's what happens when there's a lot of people that's went away from all of this. Best TV.
I wonder if both people voted for it.
Did you look at
Sib Kemp has got a birthday.
All righty then.
Oh, well.
All right,
Happy
Odie, as we
birthday.
get ready to depart, you've got
Let's
that.
get over here.
And get us one of those great little Bible verses to start our day.
Oop, I was still set up for yesterday, so we got to go over here. Here we go. Mark 8, verse 35. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me and for the gospel will save it. You know, we're always there to help and protect other people, but one thing that we can never forget was the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ gave his life so that each one of us can have everlasting life in the kingdom of heaven. That's unconditional love, and that's what the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has for us. It doesn't matter what we do. He's not going to chase us. We have to go back to him, but he's always there with open arms. He will hug us, he will carry us, he will deliver us, but we've got to ask him. Y'all make somebody smile today. Change someone's life, change someone's morning. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Y'all have a wonderful day. Tuesday's coming, the week's coming. It's going to be cold this week. Buckle up.
We got messages. The sheriff's wife's up. And she said something about, I don't do cold. The rumor was you don't do much of anything, but... We enjoyed it, y'all.
You'd think she'd get she'd have somebody to buy her a heated jacket.
I would think so.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, Sheriff, do this. Angie Ray's got one. She loves it.
Ooh, you never know.
That is the greatest invention.
It could change your life.
It could be. We'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow. Be safe. We'll see you on the streets somewhere today.